Hello. So I'm back again. I wanted to maybe try another hand at video. I know I had a little technology issue on my end. I think I had my volume off for sharing some of the video audio that I had tried to illustrate earlier. Let's hope that that was it. But I kind of want to give that another run. We had done that little post, that Facebook post in an earlier video, and we animated it. So it was a short running 5-second MP4 just to get some movement going on your page. But then I wondered what it might look like for us to do an actual video. Not that this is going to be anything fantastic, but I do think it's going to at least get your brain going what all this Canva product can do for you. So I'm back on the Canva homepage, and let's just go to video. And let's choose an Instagram reel. And this one is just creating blank. Now you could go up here and search real estate Instagram reel. Let's do it, see what we find. And it's thinking. So, oh, there's only over 700,000 options for you to choose from. And again, anything with this little crown, we're going to consider that to be Pro. So that's the one that you've got to upgrade for. Now, if you decide to try all this out and not invest in Pro, there is a way for you to go, and I don't have it on my panel here on the left, but there is a way for you to go and click so that it removes all of the Pro and you just see the free stuff. That way you're not being tempted. I actually wish I could click and get rid of all the free stuff, because if I'm going to pay for Pro, I would use Pro. But nonetheless, there's a lot of really, really good options. Now, what you're seeing here as already pre-stock, what I'm going to call B-roll, right? Like this house is already upload video and pictures when we were doing that Facebook post. This is just generic B-roll. I act like I'm in the video business of just background stuff. And the beauty of using this Canva content is that if you're publishing it, you don't have to worry about copyright infringement, because this is stuff that they're already giving you permission to use. So that's kind of a nice thing, because have you ever borrowed something from Google Images and started copying and pasting it everywhere? Okay, maybe you haven't, but it is a thing, FYI. And there are some things you really could get into some copyright help, or not help, copyright problems with. But if we're doing this from Canva, you're set. That's part of what you're paying for. Now, there's a lot of different things. Most of these are set for about 5 seconds. You can hover over them and kind of see what they look like as they kind of move around. To me, this would be a good one where it's got things kind of flashing into it. There's already 3 slides. You could put 3 different messages there if you wanted to. There's so many options here. I mean, where do we even start? I'm going to pick something just basic here with this one. And again, you know, I like to shop and see what other suggestions they have for us. A lot of good ones. I think we worked with this gal already. This would be a good one for you to put your photo, crop out the background, do a quick video slide through your listing. It could last, I think 20 seconds is probably your max window that it needs to be. People don't like super, super long videos, even though you're maybe watching one right now with me. So I would say a 20-second capture would be great to just move through. But this would be another one that then would match what we did earlier today. That would be great. One that I thought that maybe we could try to put together would be some buyer tips. So let's go ahead and use one that says customize this template. Now, there's several things that you can do from here, but I would say the first thing that maybe we could do is title it. Now, I like this one because it makes it look like something that a buyer would search for. Yet this is pretty small font. Let's see what it works out. I thought today maybe we could do something around buyer tips. So I just made a few notes here. Let's call this tips to protect your loan application. Now, this is super small. I cannot read it. So let's just bump up this font and see what we get if we bring it up to about 55 or so. Yeah, it's not so bad. Let's maybe try it even a little bit bigger. 60-point font, here we come. Now it doesn't really fit. So I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to center it. And maybe I'm even going to move it. I don't know. No, we like it there, right? But maybe I'm going to do an effect or some sort of background. Let's do transparency. Nope, I don't like that. See, you sometimes just have to play around. But I might look at changing that background so that that line doesn't quite go through it. But for now, I like it. Maybe I'm going to make it bold. You guys know that I like white dropout lettering. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and change that and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. Not the craziest thing, but here we are. Now you maybe want to start stacking some other content on top of that. Now this, as you can see at the bottom right now, is a 6-second video, and we don't need 6 seconds for just that. So I'm actually going to shorten that to just 3 seconds. And then I'm going to hover over it and see where these 3 dots are. Let's click on those. You can add an additional page. You can duplicate this page, or you can delete it altogether. Duplicate this page. And then I'm going to go to it. And where it says tips to protect your loan application, now I'm going to put don't quit, if I know how to spell, quit or change jobs. Okay. And then you could add another bit of text about why they don't want to do that. But I'm going to go here and I'm just going to keep stacking this with a couple of other tips. So this one I'm going to go into and put don't make large purchases. And let's just add one more, because we know that there's a lot we could offer for value there in this. Let's open new lines of credit. Okay, so let's just, for fun, let's take this, and we've now got a 12-second video. Let's just watch it and see what it looks like. Okay, kind of cute. Now, all we've done though to make this a video is we've kept the background static, just changed what we've done for text. That way they're getting a new little bit of piece of information. And like I said, if you wanted to write a tip why you shouldn't do that, you could. But now let's go ahead and add another slide. And just for argument's sake, let's just add something that's totally different to what we've already been doing. So I would again go up here and search real estate. I'm even going to put the word agent. And now we could start adding other B-roll if you wanted to kind of change the content of what's going on there. You could add other video. All of these things. Or another way that you could go but we'll get into where it says video. Let's see all of these. This has some that are recently used, but let's try real estate again. Let's now search in this. This one's a little bit longer at 23 seconds. This looks like a couple of agents showing a property. So let's say maybe we want to add this guy in, or no, let's add this gal celebrating. Maybe we want to make this the frame, the size of the frame of the video. Maybe in the background, we decide that we want to add another element like a square. And we want to make the background part of this photo color scheme that we've already been using with this project. This is my brand up here, but this is the actual color scheme for the B-roll video that we chose. And then maybe up here we would write some text. Let's move it up here. Oops, I didn't mean to add that square, I'll delete it. And now we're going to follow these tips and you'll gosh, I can't type and talk to you. You'll feel the same way on closing day. Let's try to move this over and center it. And what I do like about Canva as well is it does help you center things. If you go under these three labels, I think you can clean things up with positioning as well. That's something that helps. I want to make this again a little bit bigger. And I feel like that's too close to the edge. So I may be going to break this down a little bit. And obviously you can change the spacing. You can go back and change the font again. I think you guys have probably caught on by now. I like white dropout lettering a lot. It's kind of one of my favorite things. So I'm going to change that wording to white. And maybe down here you add another bit of text that has some sort of action of, call me today for other tips or other buying tips. And then it's got your name and your brokerage. And that is 8.4 seconds. That's kind of a long time. I'm going to shorten that one up because we're now right at about 20 seconds. And I could probably make some of these others shorter if I wanted. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I guess it's 14.6 now that I made that small. Here's what it looks like. Again, you can change that scrolling text however you want. And then this last page is kind of our call to action. And you can start that video over. Now, there is a way that I kind of led to in a earlier video where you can do an element where you maybe want to do video and you can record your own. That was under uploads. You can either insert your own video or record yourself. That's where you could do that little circle of yourself talking, like what I did in the introduction video for this course. So you could do some explainer video and make this a lot longer and do a voiceover. You could even do a voiceover and choose not to use your photo. That way they're hearing you, but they're not seeing you if you're having one of those days. Another thing that you could do in terms of elements, and this is the part that hopefully I can help you get right this time, and I can figure out how to share sound with you a little bit better. But this is adding audio to it. So one thing that I like to do before I add audio, so it doesn't add audio back here where I haven't built video, is I like to move this arrow to the very front of the video. Okay. So let's go to audio. And this is this happy whistling ukulele. I'm just going to play it for you. So hopefully you can hear this. Do we like this? Let's pretend like we do. And then you just need to drop that music, and we're got these little lines at the end. Grab the cursor here. So it's the entire length of the video. So fingers crossed, let's try to watch this video from the top again. Fine. So this I know is a brief sample, and I put the pressure on myself by recording a live option for you. I'm not going to say that this is the best video that's ever been made, but I know a lot of us get trapped in that analysis paralysis of putting out content. And I know a lot of you are putting out like home ASAP or something like that is one that I've heard of. And that's great. But I think that we're starting to see that video is what slows the roll on Instagram and Facebook. And it's a great way for you to give value and some really good tips. So this was our little segment on video. Again, I encourage you to get in and just spend a little time to play around, because I think that you will learn so much. It's super user friendly. Again, anytime I don't like something, I command Z to undo. If I realize, no, I really did like that, I command Y to put it back. And then to paste is command V. So good luck. I hope that this helps you out.